Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go ahead and do our weekend collective energy readings for all signs. So for April 17th through the 19th. I'm going to go ahead and pull a cosmic card. It's an oracle deck for all of us this weekend. What can we let go of right now to set ourselves free? What can we let go of right now to set ourselves free? So maybe we have some unhealthy attachments to, it could be something small too. It could be like maybe we're watching a certain show too much, whatever. Something that's kind of keeping you stifled and stagnant and kind of chained a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go into the Osho deck and see what we got in store for us for this upcoming weekend for all zodiacs. April 17th through the 19th for all zodiac, all collective energies. Okay. Our issue or focus of this of this weekend is the outsider rainbow. So maybe we're feeling a little bit separate from the whole, feeling like an outsider, left out in the cold. But that is a number 5, so that means that change is coming, that will change. And then the hidden internal influence is guilt. So maybe we're feeling a little bit of guilt from something that maybe we did or didn't do, maybe. Or, this is an internal influence, so perhaps that's something to meditate on or look into. And then the known exterior influence, slowing down. So either we need to slow down and just inhale the moment, live mindfully and fully in the moment, unattached to outcomes and stuff like that. Or we're kind of, or maybe for this case, for a lot of us, we might be a little bit impatient to slow down. But that's totally understandable. Either way, slowing down is going to be an influence for us this weekend. And then what's needed to meet our solution? Trusting in these slow moments, trusting in these feelings of seclusion, because obviously all of them are meant to teach us. Everything we feel and see and experience is meant to teach us something. So just trust even in that, but trust that all of this guilt and this outsider feeling, this seclusion, it will end. Trust that slowing down will benefit us and really help us to just kind of just smile in the moment. And then what is our solution or understanding? Going with the flow. So by the end of the weekend, if we, not saying that this is the right way, but if we really, really take the time to breathe in the moment and really enjoy the now and slow down and, realize that we're not an outsider, we can connect. Even if we're physically secluded, we can connect because we're never outside of the whole. And then kind of maybe in that we can find a little peace from the guilt that's our internal influence, and trust to enjoy that flow. It's a really calming card, a really calm energy. Just trust and flow. Like, look at it. Just so, what's better than that? No tension, Okay. So I'm going to put these to the side in case I want to peek at them. And I'm going to take a look at a Rider-Waite message for us, but using the Shadowscapes deck. see what what else we have in store for us for the weekend of April 17th through the 19th. For all signs, collective energy reading. Okay. And what is our present? Our present situation is 9 of Swords in reverse. So let me take a peek at that. So that's what it looks like upright. That was in the reverse situation for our present situation. So 9 of Swords, maybe pulling through and overcoming this kind of like doomy looking like panic and not being able to see through a little bit of like doom. I don't know. So that is in reverse. So pulling through and overcoming that energy, really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and everything like that. And then so for in our recent past for this, let's see, Queen of Cups in reverse. So maybe we were feeling a little bit closed off in our recent past. We might have pushed some people away, felt a little depressed and drained, emotionally drained because of that, super doomy feeling. But yeah, that's being overcome right now. For this weekend, we're really going to overcome that and release that guilt and that feeling separate, because we're going to take time to slow down and trust so that we can eventually go with the flow. So let's see. For your abilities, 3 of Wands. So planning and pursuing, or, mapping out some kind of new pursuit or new, creative, maybe entrepreneurial situation, perhaps. Let me see. Definitely looking out into the horizon to some kind of creative project. So you're really going to be productive. Even though you're slowing down, it might be you're slowing down, like, you can be productive and you can, like, launch ideas and stuff in silence, in a slower pace, in more like a peaceful, flowy type of situation. Because when you're going busy, then, like, yeah, guilt might pop up because you might be reacting to people poorly because you're just feeling super separate because you're working too much, maybe. A lot of people are pushing themselves too far even during this. So I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but definitely at least breathe. Okay. So for the passions, interests, and love, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So either you have, you're juggling between 2 partners, or that's definitely not always the case. You could be really, really doing very well at juggling home life and your financial pursuits or career. If you're like an essential worker or whatever, you're this weekend you're really having an easy time, a really harmonious time, juggling those kind of aspects. And then also, it's really working well. It's really, really, these 2 cards just seem to work really cohesively together and not clash at all. So your abilities and your passions and interests this weekend are really, really working together, being able to flow and balance and juggle. But you do have to remember to stay grounded. And this is also a reminder that if you are feeling a little bit drained, now's the time to take the time to take care of yourself, because if you yourself are not at a healthy, happy situation, then your work's going to suffer, your finances are going to suffer, and whatever you're embarking on, this new situation, this new project launch or whatever, it really does need you to be in good balance. But this is right side up, so I feel like we're all kind of really doing well this weekend with that. And then our likely outcome this weekend is Ace of Pentacles. So, some kind of new, happy, content situation. We got our coin. We got our well, you might not have family, but you're surrounded in warm and content. Not necessarily that it feels perfect, but it feels pretty darn close to perfect as it can at this point. And so for the end of the weekend, the 2 cards that we have is Ace of Pentacles and Going with the Flow. So a lot of like damn near perfect feeling. Feeling really, really just comfy. Comfy, comfy, comfy. Because we took the time to slow down. Not necessarily stop. Some people really do need to stop though and take the time to just sit in silence even for 5 minutes. However it applies to you, you know what this means to you. If we take the time to slow down and just trust, that feeling of being an outsider and like left out in the cold, and all of that guilt will just melt away. And all of these nice cards can be our situation for the end of the weekend and into next week. I know maybe recently we were feeling really, really tired and drained and depressed because of that doomy feeling, like, is it ever going to end? I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But now, today, right now, we're feeling the light at the end of the tunnel, feeling that new excitement, new opportunity, and new project launches or whatever that adventure. And if we maintain balance and really take care of ourselves and remember that hard work pays off as long as you're healthy and happy enough to see the end. And towards the end of the weekend, we're going to have all of this. All of that happy, smooth sailing, comfy. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do... Sorry, get these cards out of here. I'm going to do a pick a card so people can get personalized guidance. So try to think of a number. Ooh, not yet. Try to think of a number 1, 2, or 3. And that'll be your personalized guidance for the weekend. And this is a... slow down. This is a weekend collective energy reading for all signs. Personalized guidance, pick a card 1, 2, or 3, April 17th through the 19th. 1, 2, 3. You guys are ready. So if you picked card number 1, you might be worried or experiencing some kind of financial disappointment, or you're putting too much weight into materialism, or you know someone around you is being wasteful, or you yourself are being wasteful. So just try to be mindful with your resources. I'm going to pull one card to clarify. See what I can see. Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Not lazy, but stuck in a rut, like feeling like something's out of your hands a little bit. If you are feeling some kind of financial pressure or whatever, know that if you sit down, because this is, this goes with the rest of the reading. If you sit down and slow down and quiet that guilt and that outsider feeling, if you slow down, I think you can really find a solution to whatever financial situation you're facing right now. Or, if you're feeling maybe you're putting too much weight into the material and it's causing you some kind of stuck feeling, flip back over. I don't know, I'm seeing a turtle like wiggling on its back. But yeah, just flip back over and get grounded. Get your belly on the ground. Okay, so that's for guidance number 1. So if you picked card number 2, we got Queen of Cups up, right side up. So maybe you or someone around you is being really, really like emotionally open and emotionally comforting and nurturing. Or maybe you're taking this time to slow down and heal so that you can be more trusting of others and yourself. However this applies to you. She just really, really trusts herself, and if she does slip and fall, you know one of the turtles are going to come up and catch her again, you know. So it's just, let me pull a clarifier for you, see what's going on for Queen of Cups. Justice in reverse. You might be feeling some kind of, or let's see, let me think here. You might be healing from some injustice being done to you. So if someone did some kind of some disjustice to you, or like did you dirty or whatever, just remember that, you know, when people steal from you, they steal from themselves. Or when people take energy or love or whatever from you and it's not reciprocated or whatever whatever injustice they do to you, it is done onto them. And obviously we all know that like how people treat us is a reflection of them and what sufferings they're going through, and we can't take that personally. But I feel like you're really, really rising above that and understanding that and nurturing yourself, healing from that, and showing. Some people take their experiences and grow bitter from it or better from it, and you're growing better from it, and you're able to like, you really want to heal from this injustice, from whatever. So like how you take that approach is by projecting love out into the world and to other people. And that's really, really, really going to get you in that place where at the end of the reading we were talking about going with the flow, because you trusted that injustice really honestly had nothing to do with you. Okay, so if you pick card number 3 for guidance, we have 9 of Swords. You might be feeling a little bit worried or some kind of like doomy feeling, like worried, conflict, or I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, definitely like some kind of panic or insomnia, or you can't sleep. You're like up and awake, paranoid, watching your back this weekend. But remember, we have the trust card. So that trust card was for everybody too. That's for you too, number 3. You do have to trust. Because guilt will kind of always make us paranoid and easy to trigger into like feeling this kind of worried panic and like insomniac, worrisome feeling. Let me pull a card for you. 9 of Swords, clarified, please. 2 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. Feeling stuck, like your actions like stifled or something maybe. Yeah, something's not following through, or some kind of bad timing, if you're going through some bad timing or something. But you do have to trust. Look for the light at the end of that tunnel. I know you want to get moving because this is an action card. I know you want to get moving and stuff, but you know, there are benefits to be had by slowing down. A lot of benefits to be had. Or message a friend so you're reminded that, man, these people are so close to me. Even if they're far from me, they're so close. Yeah. Go with the flow. So by the end of the weekend for all of us, we're really gonna pull it off and get into that flow state. And for, until we get there, we just really gotta maintain the ability to juggle and balance, loving awareness and actions for whatever passions or desires we are looking towards this weekend. So just kind of my suggestion is to stay grounded and trust, and remember to maybe, if you're getting frustrated and you're feeling pains in your back or whatever, you're getting tense, just slow down for a second. Just slow down. Even if you just count to 5, I know you'll feel a little bit better. So now's the time, people. Thank you.